Guess who's back? Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today is a beautiful day. I hope you guys are having such an amazing day. Remember, we always have to be happy, we have to be positive so that we can get positivity back to us as well. In today's episode, we will be talking about fill-ins. Why am I saying this? Because today, I'm actually going to break it down. In the technician world, as you guys may know, we do create full sets. Full set is basically when you just get your first initial installment of the eyelashes onto your natural eyelashes. That is a full set. Before we get started, I do want to answer one of the most frequent questions that we usually get when talking about a fill. So what is a fill? What is a fill? What is a fill? A fill-in is just applying extensions basically to the natural lashes that don't have extensions on. This is just the action of filling in the natural lashes that don't have extensions. How often do you do fills? Fill-ins are usually done 2 to 3 weeks after the full set has been installed. Now, this does depend on how well your lashes are staying. If there is a great retention, you can go up to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but you don't want to wait any longer than that. If your clients are experiencing premature loss of the lashes, then you do want to have them come in either 1 to 2 weeks for them to get a fill. A lot of people from our experience, and you guys have seen it, a lot of people don't know how to wash their eyelashes. I could put a video here where you guys can see how there are people who do not know how to wash their eyes. I have heard of a couple of girls who go on and on and on and they never get a full set or a removal. They just keep getting fills and fills and fills and fills. And that is not healthy for your lashes. That is not hygienic at all, and it can give you up to an infection, lash mites, everything you've seen on the internet. That can happen to you if you don't wash your eye area. How long does it take for you to do a fill-in? A fill-in can usually take around 45 minutes to an hour depending on how bad this person has lost lashes. When that happens, you just fill in whatever you can. There are rules for fill-ins. Fill-ins should have at least 40 to 50% of their eyelash extensions on. We've had people come in with maybe one lash, no lash at all, and they expect us to do everything in 1 hour. That is something that you guys need to tell them. If you come in with less than 40% of lashes on, I will not be able to do a fill-in. That's one. If you are willing to do it and you do want to take this person in, let them know, hey, I'm only going to have 1 hour, max 1 hour and a half, depending on your schedule, to fill in as many as I can. Is this okay with you? I will not be able to do a full set. If you have time, go ahead, do a full set, but let her know, because obviously you're going to be charging her, so you have to ask her. Tools you want to use before your appointment are isolation tweezers with a good grip, obviously. We do have a couple that we love to use. We have mini curved, which are our favorites. We also have curved, which is just a thicker version of the mini curved. We have frosh, we have skilled. It's always important to have isolation tweezers because you are gonna have to kind of open your way through the lashes in order to either separate or apply any eyelash extension. Another thing you need to have are volume tweezers. Now this does depend on the set. If you're doing a volume set or filling in a volume set, then obviously you want volume tweezers. If you're filling in an individual or classic set, then you want to use individual classic tweezers. For individual eyelash extensions, we do have our classy tweezers, which are our favorite as well because they have a triangular tip and they are very, very nice to hold any type of lash. Now for eye patches, you do want to get some eye patches that will allow you to isolate the bottom lashes, and you also want a brush and medical tape. Let's move on to the procedure. I will be breezing through the first part because we already know basics of having the person come in, sign a consent form. If you don't know about that, you need to take the course because that's very important. So having the guest wash their eye area, this is just so that you can make sure that their foundation is off, their lotions or whatever they have in their eye, and mascara if it's water-based. Just want to make sure that all of that is off. Pre-consultation is letting her know, hey, are you going to be doing the same set? Are you going to be doing the same lengths? Do you want to upgrade to another fill? We have that option where if they're doing a classic set and they're like, hey, I want to try volumes, we'll fill in whatever we can with volumes. Obviously we would be charging the cost of the volume fill rather than like classic fill. but that's just part of the pre-consultation. You just ask, you go back and forth to see what the person wants, and that way you know exactly what you're going to be doing, because you don't want to mess up anybody's lashes. We want to make sure that after the eye patches are on, we apply medical tape. We apply medical tape so that we can completely secure the bottom lashes and make sure that none of them are stuck. I will leave a video of how we apply the tape and how that will help you. There's different type of methods. There's a triangular method, and Julie just does a really good job explaining how it is that you apply the tape and removing it, because that's very important. We don't want to rip anybody's bottom lashes off. Let's move on to removing the outgrown lashes. Now, I did a little sketch for you guys. Warning, I am not a professional artist, drawing person, whatever you call it. In order to do this little activity, I do want you guys to use your imagination. Imagine that there is a person somewhere with only one eyelash. Are you guys imagining it? So imagine this person only has one eyelash, but the only reason why we're going to do this is because we're going to zoom in on her eyelash, her single eyelash. And I just want to show you how an outgrown lash looks. I'm sure all of you guys have spotted one, and if you don't know, it's an outgrown lash because you don't know the actual name. The name says it all. It's grown out from the rest. The eyelash extension should always be placed either 1 or 2 maximum centimeters away from the lash line. If you see that the gap between the eyelash extension and the lid is way longer and you can clearly see a natural lash, then that means it is an outgrown lash, which is a good thing because that means that the retention is on point. Another way to determine whether this person has grown lashes or not is you're visibly, once you lay her down, you're going to be able to see that the pattern, which is usually going circular around like this, instead of that, it's going to be like boop, 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 boop. You know what I mean? Now, as you can see, our technician Tatiana has been removing the outgrown lashes. There are different ways to remove outgrown lashes. We have the squeezing method, we have the peeling method, we have the sliding up method. I will link all of these videos above. Once you're done removing the outgrown lashes, you do want to go ahead and unstick any eyelash extensions that have been stuck together. Even if you, le technician, had made sure before standing this person up that the eyelash extensions were not stuck, sometimes due to water, tears, even from yawning, it's not like she has to be sloppy like water, rain, something that can get the eyelash extensions stuck. Or sometimes they're not even stuck, sometimes they're just tangled. It is very important that you go over these and unstick them properly, because that way it's going to avoid any sore lash lines. And let me tell you, some people will think that having a sore lash line is sign of an allergic reaction, which it is not. I'm sure many of you have felt it when your eyelashes are stuck or twirling or whatever. You start feeling a very itchy sensation on your eyelid. Whenever you touch it, it's like Next is brushing out. Something as simple as using a mascara wand is gonna help you prep the eye area before fill. An eyelash extension that is old usually tends to kind of unstick from the stem, and the tail is basically just hanging. When you brush, the bristles are actually kind of like pulling it out, which allows it to just pop off. This does not happen with each and every one of them, but when you start combining, removing the outgrown lashes, unsticking the lashes, the fact alone of you unsticking the lashes can kind of lift the stem up, and when the brush comes through, it just finishes it. That is why we always tell you, make sure that the natural lash and the eyelash extensions are completely bonded in the stem. You want to make sure that if the stem is going this way, you're applying the lash this way as well. You don't want to have a lash this way and then put an eyelash extension like that, because the stem is going to be just out there. And if a person scratches, or if a person just like brushes her lashes off, or just like even rubs her eye, that is gonna go like, it's gonna fly out. Once you're done with these steps, you have basically pre-prepped the eye. Now all you want to do is apply some primer to just finish removing any oils, any makeup, any whatever is on the eye. And once you're done with that, then you just want to fill in as usual. You can have the option to perform your session as either a timed service A lot of people do 1 hour, 1 hour and 45 minutes, 1 hour and 30 minutes. It really depends on you. It depends on your schedule. It depends on your wants. It depends on the person who's coming in. Or you can do this by charge and say, well, I'll charge you, let's say for a classic set, 40 something or 50 something dollars. And if you still want me to finish to add more, then I would be charging you so and so amount. It really depends on you. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it helpful, and I hope you guys learned a little bit from this. Please let me know what you guys thought down below, and also I would love your feedback. Let me know what I can be better at. Obviously, I'm not a professional. I'm trying to do this as best as I can. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!